Well, folks, in the 103 years of international rugby between the Springboks and the All Blacks, there's been lots of negatives and positives. Of course, I'd like to take you guys back to the year 2005. Of course, the All Blacks, fresh off beating the British and Irish Lions by 3 test matches to 0, and of course only one loss that year, being against the Springboks at Newlands in Cape Town. Of course, as they went into that test match at Carisbrook, they had to win to retain the Tri-Nations title. But as one might know, that didn't happen. But it's rather what happened after the anthems and before the whistle was blown. Of course, if one watched through the New Zealand commentary, the commentators were saying, watch out for something special that's about to happen. And what do we know? The new haka was performed, the one we all know today as Kapa O Pango. Of course, something that they reserve for the teams they respect, which is majority of tier 1 nations. That of course we saw them perform it against Namibia and also against Uruguay at the last World Cup. Of course, in Jake White's book in Black and White, he mentions how some players were rather in a daze of confusion, as of course they didn't see it coming, and with that, it was after they spent the entire week learning the words to the Kamate, and then out of the blue, boom, there came about a surprise. But it was a learning curve for a team that was relatively young, and for a young Brian Habana who was new on the scene. A game in which he wanted to test himself against one of the finest in the game of rugby, Not so bad for him, but yeah, folks, it was probably the highlight of that year, for the All Blacks to perform their new haka against the Boks, who were back in international rugby after having slumped, 2 years earlier. Well, folks, what other moments would you like for me to speak about in the next couple of days? Hit that plus button on TikTok. Don't forget to like and subscribe on TikTok. Till then, much love and respect to you all. God bless.